Hey guys, I'm Kim and today I'm back with another video today. I am so freaking excited to be doing this video. So, I haven't been doing them so far, but today I'm going to do a Supergirl episode 7 talk. I just want to talk about it, I want to review it, I just want to do everything. If you guys follow me on Twitter, which if you don't, this is my Twitter handle down the bottom. I was freaking out about the episode on it and I said that I wanted to do a video where I just talk about the whole episode because it was so good and Supergirl has gotten so good. The last 3 episodes have been amazing. So let's talk about Supergirl today. Firstly, if you haven't seen Supergirl episode 7, then I would recommend pausing this video and going to watch it, then coming back because there's going to be some major spoilers happening here. Holy mother of... Okay, let's go. So, if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that I did a reaction video to the first Supergirl trailer that ever came out of this series, which was like months and months ago, and I have been watching it ever since. I did stop, I think, about episode 2, and then I caught up to episode 5, and then I caught up to episode 7. So I kind of stopped and just like marathoned a bit, and then marathoned a bit more, because in my opinion, the 1st to 4th episode were a bit meh, but I mean, some TV shows are like that. You just have to get into it a lot more, and for them to find their footing in terms of like character development and plot and such. I wasn't a huge fan at the beginning, but now I am officially converted. Holy crap. So I have to say episode 5, 6 and 7 have been the best so far of the season. It's gotten so good. And we have to talk about the big spoiler that happened in episode 7, which I did not think would happen. I really hoped it would happen, and it did happen. Holy crap. Hank Henshaw is actually Martian the Manhunter. John Jones, the sole survivor of Mars. Now, I have to say, I was never wholly convinced that he was really going to be Cyborg Superman. There are a few little things that really gave that away to us. Firstly, his glowing red eyes. Now, we've never really seen Martian Manhunter in a live-action version of himself except for Smallville. And what was his one redeeming feature on Smallville, and that was his glowing red eyes. He never officially turned into Martian the Manhunter in Smallville. It was always just his John Jones shapeshifter body. But the glowing red eyes in this series were a huge thing for me. I thought, oh my god, it would be so cool if he was actually Martian the Manhunter instead of Cyborg Superman. Of course, Cyborg Superman sort of has the glowing eyes as well, so it could be him. But for me, he sort of felt more like Martian the Manhunter. I thought it would be way cooler if he was Martian the Manhunter, but I'm always wrong in my guesses, so I thought, yeah, there's no way he's actually going to be Martian the Manhunter. But it would be cool if he was. Oh, I was so right. Secondly, they did the whole plot thing of where like the boss professor type character is actually the evil villain, which they've done on Flash. And to be honest, we've had a year of that on Flash. Why would they repeat that on Supergirl? When it started to seem that way, I thought, no, you cannot be going down the same route. But it seemed overly obvious that they were really trying to throw him to the audience as a villain. And that's what they always do in TV shows. They make you think one thing, but then twist it to something else. So I was never really fully convinced that he was going to be a villain. Thirdly, and I'm so sorry to the actor for this is not offense at all, but his ears are very alien-like. Like, they're not your typical human-looking ears. They look a little bit different, which I think is really cool to add to this character. Though a lot of people can argue that he is, you know, personifying his shape-shifting form as Hank Henshaw, so therefore Hank Henshaw looks like an alien-like character. But I think adding this special touch on it kind of made me feel like he was already an alien in the first place. Fourthly, when he tried to stop that bomb, he told Alex to get out and he basically stopped the bomb from exploding and saved so many different people. Like, if he was evil, he wouldn't be doing that. That just doesn't make sense. So the fact that he could just do that sort of gave me the idea that he was not going to be Cyborg Superman. I mean, if he was going to be Cyborg Superman, then he'd probably be a good version, which is kind of weird. And I just thought, no, he's Martian the Manhunter. Stop trying to make me think otherwise. And lastly, of course, he's being a huge dick to Supergirl all the time, and even sometimes a little bit dickish to Alex. Now, you can see why he might have been acting that way, especially if he was Martian the Manhunter. I mean, this is now his planet, so he wants to take care of it. So I guess he doesn't want aliens to have a bad name because he is an alien, Supergirl's an alien, Superman's an alien, so he's going to kind of keep that under wraps. And because he's calling planet Earth his home now, he's not going to want anything to happen to it. So any tiny little mistake that Kara makes is going to make a huge deal in terms of the responsibility that she has and the amazing powers she has can literally just ruin the world. So any small mistake she's going to make, he's going to make a huge deal out of it. So in that respect, you can definitely see where he's coming from as Martian the Manhunter. Now, there are a lot of people saying that he doesn't look very realistic. He sort of looks like a video game, his true form. But I mean, I'm sorry, they don't actually have a Martian to compare him to. Of course he's not going to look realistic. He isn't human. What is he going to look like? It doesn't make sense what people are saying. I think he looks amazing, and on the budget that they have, I think they did so well, and I'm so excited about this release of the character and seeing how he's going to be featured in the rest of the series. Now lastly, I just want to talk a tiny bit about Cyborg Superman, because even though Hank Henshaw at the moment is not Cyborg Superman, it doesn't mean we won't see him in the future. When John Jones was explaining his whole origin and why he's impersonating Hank Henshaw. Now, he did mention that Danvers and the real Henshaw died back then, but we have no proof, no body to see, nothing like that. So it could be very, very, very possible that at the moment the real Hank Henshaw is Cyborg Superman. He's just not in the series at the moment. And because they've actually mentioned that, I believe that he will be a villain later on in the series, but just not at the moment. Now that Martian the Manhunter has been introduced into the series, they probably won't touch on Cyborg Superman for a while because John really has to get into his character and we can't be shoved a face full of too many villains. It could be very possible that we see him at the end of the season, but don't expect to see him within the next sort of 5 to 6 episodes. So that's it for the review today, guys. I didn't want to make it too long. I think it's long enough already, but I want to know what you guys thought of the episode. Did you know it was Martian the Manhunter, or did you think it was Cyborg Superman? Let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking now of doing a weekly Supergirl video because I love the show so much. I also want to do that with Gotham as well, but Supergirl is continuing, looks like it's continuing throughout December, which is so good. I can't wait to watch all the episodes. So let me know if you would like a weekly Supergirl video. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.